All right, y'all. Let's talk about some slot cars today. I got some new acquisitions in. I got two 1/32 scale, and some of those bodies I showed y'all before. I have rehomed them on some chassis that I put together today, or pieced them back together. The cut includes some pieces on the bodies and stuff. Try to restore them. But first one, this little gem right here. This is a Volkswagen Golf Ninko. Got the short can motor in it, right there. It's a inline drive. It's pretty smooth. It's used, but it's actually in really good shape for being used, especially for a white car. They usually got scrapes and stuff all over them. It could use a little bit of maybe Dawn dish soap and a soft cloth on it. But what I like about it is it's a what do we call it? It's a light up one. Look at that. I think I need to get some grease on that back crown gear, but it sounds quick. Got the rolling LED lights. There's no audible siren or anything. I hadn't taken it apart yet, but I will. I got some of that tube of that white grease on order from, I can't remember where I ordered it from, but from one of the places where I ordered some other parts. They had this long tube of, I guess it's white lithium grease, but it was in the department for slot cars, so it might be a little more formulated for slot car gear mesh. But yeah, that's the first one. Today's theme seems to be police cars, because I got two HL police cars also. But and here's the other one I got. A nice Lister Storm fly car. That Golf is a Ninko. But I don't know if any of y'all saw when I did the Pro Tinker review of Brian's Bargains, it was all them fly cars. I got a Lister Storm in it, and I really like that car. And it only had one in there, and now I got one to run with it. That's the original one that I got last year. Might even been the year before, I don't know. It's a good ways back. But yeah, that's the first Lister Storm I had. This is the next one, which is really cool also. And of course, it's the Fly front drive motor that has this center line shaft that goes back to the rear axles. May have to take this one apart. Them front wheels are real wobbly. They'll probably rub, but it does run good. Show that right here. Get them wheels off the track. So it's a good runner. It looks super clean. It's got clean braids on it. I don't know that it'd been run that much. But so that was good. I got those two cars from a company called Cincy Slots. I was searching for something one time, and it took me there, and they got a bunch of cars in all different brands, but they have used ones. So if you're looking for some interesting cars that are older, that's a good spot to go look, because they have all sorts of brands in there. They got Revo Slot, the Slottits, the Revell, or the Monograms. But, you know, depending on the car is what the price is going to be. Some of them were pretty expensive for used cars, but these were tolerable, I'll say that. But next is, of course, I got this one today, or yesterday, and I've got the U-turn version of it. What's unique about this one is it has the 440 Magnum chassis, lighted. So this police car was made in 3 varieties. It's got the U-turn, this one that's lighted on the 440. One of, I believe, four cars had that the wide body single magnet, and it's either called the 440 Magnum or just 440, or sometimes it's referred to as the HP 440 in the book. But this one has the light up. It lights up, it does not flash. And for a reference, here's one of my flashers. This is a U-turn chassis. Looks like the same exact one. It is the same body pattern, same decal size. That's how you could tell. The other one I'll show you has a smaller front police emblem on it. And that one has a rather annoying siren also. That's crazy. And then this one, which I think this one needs work. I don't remember. Yep, this one. This one's lighted as well, but the last time I ran it, the bulb did not work. So I need to take it apart. It is a U-turn. It came with one of the race and chase sets. I think it came with a, I can't remember. It's a red car. Might have been a Camaro. It's also a U-turn car. But yeah, that one's got the square on the top and the smaller, you can see, smaller decal on that one. That's how you can tell the difference. So there are 3 different types. You can find this flashing light body on eBay all day long for like 20 something bucks, just the body. But you have to solder it on, and it's kind of tight to do one on a 440. I've done a couple on a 440s. My buddy Don's got one, but you got to be careful because you don't want the wires rubbing the armature. So I usually put a piece of something like that plastic cover on the top too to keep it from getting chewed up. But that's the, and oh, and there's also a fire chief version of that same car. So those last 3 I just showed you, they're all out of my collection. That one's got a different sound. It needs a little looking at too, probably some oil on that back axle. And then the next police car that I got, this was a body that I bought in a body lot. Gotham Police Department. Got the Hot Wheels logo on the back windshield. It does not light up. It's on a late model 440 X2 with gray rims. That's the way I saw it in the book, so that's what I put it on. And that should be a pretty good runner. And then the gem is that chrome body I showed y'all when I got them. Well, I found a HP2 chassis in my box, lighted. I had to fetch the rims off of another HP2 that was in not as good a shape, but in the book they were chrome rims, so I wanted to keep it original. And then it's also lighted. So that one is a really cool car. Won't run it much, but I will run it on the track to see what it's like. Even for a Chevy, it's pretty cool. And I'm not a fan of the chrome cars, but it's just something about that one that's just screaming 70s on it. And then this one is one of the bodies that I had got in that same Corvette lot. It was missing one of the mirrors that I fetched off of a surplus #2 that I bought from Brian's Bargains, or when he had that sale and he was selling them for like $11.50. So it's got one of the chassis from that under it. It's a Magnum chassis, not an X2. But I don't think it really matters. I didn't look in the book. This was probably an X2 car. But that one looks pretty good. It's only got one light scratch. It'll get a couple runs on the track before it winds up in the cabinet. But the other one, not having as much. I just glued that other mirror on there. I got to do the same on the other side. This one was not as easy. That one, I had a mirror that I was able to pull off intact. And then I used a little pin vise like this to drill out the plastic that was left in it. So when I stuck it in there, that stub had a good ways that went in there with the little Testor's plastic glue. So this one's about as good as factory. That one is just glued onto the outside, and I had to let it set just like that so it would hold up. I don't know if it's straight, but it's as good as it's gonna get. And I'll do the other side, and then I'll put it on a chassis, and I'll have both of those X2 variety Corvettes, because I didn't have any in my pile. So that's about it. Couple good ones. Like I said, the police car special today. Y'all take care.